All right, friends. Hello. Welcome. So, oh gosh, I'm staring at the most formidable stack of books I've ever put together for myself because that is my 25 for 2025. And I'm so scared because y'all are about to find out that it's really more than 25 books and
You're ambitious.
I'm feeling very ambitious.
You got this.
I'm scared. Cheers. So, 25 and 25. Tabitha convinced me to do this. At first, when she asked if I wanted to, I legitimately said there's no way there are 25 books that I want to read or can come up with for this video.
She came up with more.
And then I put a list together and it was way too many and we had to narrow it down. And still this list is technically more than 25 books.
This doesn't even include all the Kindle books that you wanted to read. These are almost all physical books.
These are all physical books.
Other than the pre-orders.
Other than, yeah, the new releases, which will likely be physical because I'll want them because I already know I already like those series. So the thing is, there are 25 books in front of us over here. And only 2 of them are standalone books. The rest of them are series books. So I have a stack of series that I'm currently in, that I'm continuing. And it's just 1 book each from each of those series. So never mind the rest of the books following. It's just each of these 23 books is 1 of the series that it's in.
Some of those are long series too.
Some of them are long series too. So we have the series that I'm already reading, the series that have new releases next year, the series that I want to start, and we have the series that I want to start that have new releases next year.
And you have your standalones.
And my 2 standalones.
Do you want to start with your 2 standalones?
Sure.
Okay.
So my 2 standalones are The Hitchcock Hotel and The Bright Sword. I know that this one is a King author inspired retelling. I don't know if I know anything about this one.
You like Hitchcock.
I like Hitchcock.
I actually bought that book because I know how much she likes Hitchcock, and I've only watched the one Hitchcock movie that we watched together. So I was like, oh, Sherilyn loves Hitchcock, so let's read this together. And yeah, neither of us know anything about that book.
Sweet. So who knows what we're in for, but this one will happen. We'll see if this happens in spooky season as a thriller or just whenever I feel like it. And then this one might happen sooner rather than later because Tabitha also wants to read it soon, and then I'll want to read it as close to her as possible so we can talk about it.
Yes.
And it looks wintry. It feels wintry.
It does feel
so
wintry.
if I don't read it this winter or early spring, then I would have to wait and then it'd just be too long.
Ooh, it's got some good blurbs on here. For anyone who's ever craved a seat at the round table, utterly enchanting.
Okay, I'm sold. And Alfred Hitchcock is one of my favorites. So those are my 2 standalones.
Wow.
For 2025.
And this one's thick. So that's like this is like a normal size book. This one is like a trilogy. So.
Why would you say that, Tabitha? Why would you say that?
You have a very ambitious TBR.
I'm feeling very ambitious. So the next stack is the books in series that I am simply continuing. So we first have, I'm currently in the middle of Crescent City, book number 1. So naturally, book number 2 will follow, likely in January. It may start in December, it may not. I have other things planned for December, definitely in 2025. And of course, book 3. So this is 2 books already.
Time to finish that Massiverse.
Time to finish the Massiverse. Next is the next book in the Play the Prisoner series, Glow. I'm currently working on Gleam. That's the 3rd book. Is this number 4?
Yeah.
It's so big. And there are 6 books in this series. Yeah, and they're only getting bigger. So love that for me.
I would like to point out that the first 2 books in this pile are giant. What have you done to yourself?
Okay, well that one's at least going to be an audiobook, so that helps. And
help.
these I've been reading on my Kindle, which somehow, for some reason, always go faster.
They do.
They do. And like you can read Kindle books at any, like, rather than scrolling, you can read a Kindle book. You can read an ebook. So that helps these go by
Those
faster.
do have audiobooks now too. So immersion reading. And if you have the Kindle book, you can get the audiobook for cheaper.
Oh, that's right. I forget that that's an option.
For like less than half a credit of cost.
Oh, love. So I have begun the Zodiac Academy series. I am 4 books deep. So actually it's book 5 that's coming next, but here is book 1 for shits and gigs. That's the one we have here. So yes, representing the series Zodiac Academy. I know that there are so many spin-offs and more, and there's another one releasing next year, but we're sticking with the original series to start. Cut me some slack. I have like 25 series right here, okay? So book number 5 is coming to rip my heart out and chew it up and spit it back in my face.
Oh, and she will. They are called the Twisted Sisters, these authors.
I'm not ready, okay? Like, I've been putting this one off because book 4 happened. Damn, guys. Okay, next.
On a lighter note.
On a lighter note,
Murder.
murder mystery. I started the, what's this called? A Good Girl's Guide to Murder series this year. I think I read it in like August or September, so it's been a minute, but I want to finish the series. It is 2 books, and these will read so fast. Thank God, because again, you can't see it, but like that, oh God. So,
I feel like those are a nice palate cleanser.
Yeah, yes. I might read this even sooner. I'll wait till January. That's the whole point. But I think I need this sooner rather than later. And then I read, okay, this one, 6 Scorched Roses. I read The Serpent and the Wings of Night. I did not read the book after that because
this is the book after that.
This is the book after that. So I haven't read the book after that. I will be reading this. Probably not going to read The Starcursed King.
Ashes of the Star King.
That, because I have been advised that I wouldn't like it.
You might.
I might.
We'll see. This is my favorite in the series though so far.
Yeah, so I'm definitely going to read this. And then the first book of the next duology just came out. So that one I'll probably read. And also I think I was given the rundown of the Ashes and the Starcursed.
Oh, were you?
Yes.
Okay.
I think I did receive that rundown. Because I was so mad at the ending of Serpent and the Wings of Night.
You were actually,
And so I was like, I was upset. Okay, I was. So I just...
Hopefully you love this one.
I should love this one. I've heard good things about this one. And then, of course, the next book, the first of the next duology. Anyway, y'all are probably familiar. Or that book.
You said editor put a book here.
Please. All right. The next stack is series that I have begun that have a book coming out in 2025. So I say that, and I actually haven't started this book yet. This is a 2024 read. This is a December 2024 read. And then book 2, which is coming out in May, I think.
We said different months.
April. We were both wrong. I clearly thought it was May. Okay, so we have book 2 coming out in April. We do actually have the arc, which is a big deal for us.
Yeah, it's huge.
So, have you started it yet?
No.
Cool. We're gonna buddy read the arc because we can. So that's happening. But then the books that I have actually read, the start of the series of, that have another book coming out. First we have Quicksilver. Book 2 coming out in the fall. There's not a release date for it yet, but it is coming out in the fall. Super excited for that. And then probably one of the most highly anticipated releases of 2025 is the next in the Empyrean Fourth Wing series. I'm sorry, I'm not holding it right now. This isn't it. But Onyx Storm coming out January 21st.
Girl, I don't know.
I've been looking at my pre-order on Amazon. It just sits there saying when it's shipping in, January. So anyway, Onyx Storm coming out in January. So that will be a very soon read in 2025.
Yeah, we'll get on that one right away.
Yes. Okay, next are all the series I want to begin. Okay, see, I just got really excited with my TBR this year, just threw everything on it, and now I'm going to try to read them in 2025.
These are all new series, so this isn't just like one book. Are you gonna actually read the whole series of these books, or just the first books?
We'll see how I like them.
Okay.
Okay, so this one is probably going to be a spooky season read, Stalking Jack the Ripper. And I think the other books in the series are not necessarily related.
No.
I think they're standalones. But
yeah.
a universe. Yes. So this one could actually just be an honest standalone, and then we'll see if I want to keep going. But this one I'll probably save for spooky season.
Seems fitting.
Next, a duology, Divine Rivals. We read her River Enchanted series. Freaking in love.
10 stars.
It was 10 stars out of 1. Like, it was phenomenal. So, Rebecca Ross, Divine Rivals duology. Book 1, committing to book 1 in 2025.
It's only a duology. At least in this case,
yes,
it's a duology.
Not spoiling, but okay, yeah. That's good spacing. That's good. Yeah. We'll see what happens.
I feel like that was a very reasonable one.
I feel like this is a reasonable one out of, compared to the rest of my TBR, which is not. Now, Fireborn. This is one that Tabitha needs me to read.
I do.
And it's a trilogy?
It's a trilogy, yeah.
She has all the books. Also, shout out to Tabitha's library, because most of these books are from her library.
They are.
All of these physical books you see right now, minus like 2 that I brought with me from home, are from her library. So, again, book 1 of a trilogy. And these are, okay, that's good spacing. And they're kind of YA also.
They're easier reads.
So they're easier. Okay, so, you know, there's a good chance we get through these. Also, I don't know anything about most of these books that we're just going through as a list, but dragons, I know there's dragons, and that we are excited for.
Yes, dragons are great.
Now, another YA series, The Inheritance Games, which I've seen all over and has been on my TBR for the past few months. I've been feeling it more and more, especially the games aspect. So this looks like an easy breezy read. Easy breezy, beautiful. How many?
I think this one's weird because I think it's got like spin-off series too.
Yeah.
I think it's mostly a trilogy.
Do we know what this means, guys? I think it is a trilogy, and I think that one might be I think these both might be spin-offs. Cool.
We don't know about this one.
Yeah, this could be 1 or 3 or 5. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Next, one that Tabitha is going to read real fast so she can give it to me is The House of Bane and Blood.
Isn't it pretty?
It's really pretty. Look at that. And so this one is
I bought it today.
She literally just bought it and I said, give it to me. So that's pretty common in this
nice
household.
It's a nice size though.
Yeah, it's a good, and this one,
good page. Yeah.
They also, look at the flop.
Oh,
we love the flop. Okay, is this a duology? Or is it?
I think it's a part of a trilogy, but the third book isn't out yet.
Okay.
It could be more than a trilogy. I actually do not know.
We don't know yet, but she does have book 1 and book 2 because they're pretty, and
and look at their spines. They look so beautiful. I just love that it's like a colored spine, so it's not just a sea of black spines.
Yeah, which really, this one doesn't have a sea of black spines. I don't know what she's talking about, but anyway.
Well, a lot of those are like edge out.
That's true. She also has the edges out. Okay, this is a series that has been on my list for a hot minute.
You're gonna love it.
I'm so excited for it, and it is the Caraval series. This one's also like a nice
Carnivals are your jam.
Carnivals are my jam. I don't know why, but like carnival circus themes in books are so much fun to me. I've read a number of books with those themes, and I just have fun with it. I love it.
If you have any carnival recommendations, you need to leave them below because obsessed with carnivals.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know how to. I mean, I don't like clowns. Like, don't give it. Like, no one likes clowns, but carnivals, circus, all of that is just fun and fascinating. So, Caraval series. I'm gonna read that whole series and probably the Once Upon a Broken Heart series. So this is actually 6 books. Fuck me, dude.
7, the spectacular novella that just came out.
Oh, there's a spectacular. Yes, there is 7 books in this little guy. So
you got this.
It's fine. We're fine. Everything's fine.
At least these are small. These are just little guys.
Digestible.
These ones are technically YA. The Once Upon a Broken Heart, I think, is technically adult.
Okay.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
But they're very easy reads. So I just have a strong feeling that you're gonna love these. So.
Oh, I'm excited. Yeah, the real struggle will be deciding what order to read all of these in. Next, something that has taken the interwebs by storm is the Spark of the Everflame series, the Kindred's Curse saga. So we have book 1 here, and naturally we have all 3. So
have we read any of them? No. But we have all of them.
I think it also has book 4 coming out.
It does next year. 2025 is huge.
This is in the wrong pile. Sorry, guys. So
oh yeah.
This one
we done fucked up.
We done fucked up, Aaron. But it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, I did. Oof. What have I done to myself?
But also, it's little. Okay, the later ones are bigger. But don't worry about the later ones. This one's little.
We're scared, guys. I've committed to thousands of pages.
You got this. You don't need other hobbies. You just need reading.
This is my life. Reading is love.
Books,
reading is life.
Beverages, and besties. That's all you need.
That's all. I'm set, guys. Okay. And then The Cruel Prince, which I think also has 4 books, or a 4th is coming out.
Okay, so it's got 3 in the Cruel Prince, whatever, the folk of the air. This series,
the Cruel Prince series,
has 3.
Okay.
And then there's a spin-off series.
Oh, okay, that's what I've been seeing. Okay, so we'll see what happens. She also is gonna read this one soon and let me know.
Yeah, I have the library audio right now, so I'm gonna start that pretty soon.
Perfect. Again, couldn't tell you what.
We're all in this together.
So, golly. And then we still have one more stack to get through, and that is, what are these? Series that I want to start that have another book coming out next year. So Spark of the Everflame could have been in this stack, but But I didn't think that until right now.
It was all along. It was in the stack
It
all
was
along.
on here all along. All right, so first we have When the Moon Hatched, which, what the fuck, so thick. Also gorgeous.
It is very pretty.
It's very pretty. This one I do have the audiobook of already, so this one can definitely be an audiobook experience. Do we know when the next book is coming out?
Nope, not a clue.
Not a clue. We just know
Maybe
that
summer.
it is
That's a
coming out.
guess.
I don't think I have this one written down. I do not. Okay, that's fine.
Mystery.
Mystery.
But not your
coming
favorite
out,
kind of-
not the kind of mystery that I'm into, but like I'm also into the anyway. I'm foot mouth anyway. So
Sparkly Everlane. That is not
my face is like, what the fuck did she just say? She called Night Circus Night House earlier. She calls Assassin's Blade Assassin's Creed.
Why do I always call Assassin's Creed?
You know, when you have
Assassin's Creed,
5,000 books in your head, it all mushes together.
Assassin's Creed isn't even a book, it's a game.
Yeah, it's like
I
when
don't even
it's like
play.
when your parent calls you by your sibling's name. That's all this is. Damn. You were so confident. All right, so series that I can.
I'm so excited about this.
She's so excited for this one. This is Lights Out, which she has read and is very excited for me to read. And it has book 2 coming out in. Let's not screw that up. What book am I holding? What am I holding?
Lights Out.
There we go. Like it's gone. Anyway, book 2 comes out in June. So fantastic timing to, be starting these series. But no, she loves this book and it's a good time. It's fun is what I've heard. So I do know
Do
it's
the audiobook. You gotta do the audiobook.
Oh.
Immersion read that shit.
All right. So that one, helps us get through the list faster. But it's a dark romance, which I don't think I've read. Any dark
This was
romance?
my first dark romance.
Yeah. Like even the things that
Oh
I've read.
no, I read a terrible one before. But this was the first amazing one that I read.
And yeah, I really have heard so many good things about this. I think if you go in knowing that it's just going to be,
A goofy, fun time.
it's going to be fantastic. So I'm excited for this one. And then book 2 comes out in June. So
Yeah.
love that for
This
me.
book is incredibly unserious, so love
Yes,
that.
that's the word. Yeah, if you're going in expecting an unserious, fun experience, that's it. So
This one looks serious.
this one looks serious. I don't know what to expect. I got my copy in the September book of the month this past fall, and I was so hyped for it. And we were in the bookstore together when she grabbed this one. And by grabbed it, I mean, I had picked it up to look at it and she yanked it out of my hands and gremlined away to buy it.
She read the first sentences and I was hooked, so obviously I snatched it out of her hands and ran away. Because then it became mine.
Yeah, okay, with the first line, like, the devil had a wicked mouth and a voice as smooth as bourbon. Like, come on. Oh, yeah, and then the part about, he trailed the tip of his index finger down the side of her throat, his lips mere centimeters from her racing pulse.
Like, obviously we're getting that.
Yeah, so, I was wanting it to be a spooky season read, but book 2 comes out in April. Let me double check.
Yeah.
I think book 2 comes out in April. So this doesn't feel like a spring read. This feels like a spooky season read. But I mean, I just read that line and now I kind of want to read it. So we'll see.
We are always spooky season.
We
if we're
are
being real.
always spooky season. It's true. It's like, it's best during, the fall. But we'll see if I end up reading this one.
Winterween is coming up.
Winterween is happening. Oh, that's right. Okay. This might have just jumped up a little higher on the 2025 TBR and in time for it's book 2. Out in April.
Yay!
So, okay, perfect. Oh, I'm glad we had this talk. Speaking of spring
this
reads,
is perfect for spring.
yes, we have The Spell Shop, which, look at this cozy cover for one.
Did you see the cat? Did you see the cat when you saw it? I know!
Guys, look at the cat. So, Spell Shop looks like a super cozy fan. You've read this one?
I have and I love it.
Aww.
You're gonna love you're gonna love Kaz. You're gonna love Kaz. There's a character named Kaz and you're gonna fucking love Kaz.
I love that she just said the name over and over, so I don't know if it's the cat or a human or a not human, but humanoid, whatever.
Those who know, know.
I'm so excited. And then book 2 comes out. What am I holding? Oh, I don't know when book 2 comes out. I just know it comes out in 2025. So, like, why does this keep happening?
And it's such a, have you seen that cover? It's also very beautiful.
think
Very beautiful. Beautiful. That cover
Good.
is also very pretty.
Can't take us anywhere. Okay, so yes, there's a good chance that I definitely read books 1 and 2 in 2025 because, yes.
Cute fun time.
And then the next series that I want to start and that has a book 2 coming out is A Fate Inked in Blood, Saga of the Unfated. So book 2 comes out in May. It comes out in May. This list I did not organize very well, clearly. Anyway, Vikings. I know Vikings. And also, let me just, you can't really see it, but it has like a fun, never mind, we can't even see that at all. A little bit, there it is.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is just a really pretty, like clean, gorgeous looking book.
Hopefully it is as good as it looks.
Hopefully it's as good.
I've heard it's a duology.
Anyway, sorry.
I've heard it's a duology, so you might be able to finish the whole series next year.
So it may just be the 2. We'll see. But yes, Vikings. I'm really looking forward to that because the Vikings are fun. Okay, so then we have a couple more, let's see. Okay, that's all of them. The only book that we don't have represented here that is a series I have begun that has the next book coming out in 2025 is the Crimson Moth series. So the Rebel Witch comes out in February, which I kept thinking in the spring or like late spring. So the fact I just found out earlier.
So soon.
It's like February 18 or something.
So I need to reread the first one is what you're telling me.
Yes. Oh my gosh, guys. I am in love with Heartless Hunter. It's so cute. Good. Yes. Yes. All the yes. It's so cute. Oh my gosh, no, it's so good. I'm so excited for book 2. So that is my 25 plus in 2025.
You've got this. I believe in you.
Thanks, friend, for the vote of confidence.
You're gonna read 100 books next year. That's my goal for you.
She has my reading goal. She made my reading goal. I'm over here like, 50 sound like this whole like reading goals and reading this much and intentionally is new to me. So I'm over here like, 50 sounds like a good bet, except I'm already almost at 50 for this year. And I didn't do that on purpose. Like that's just what happened. That was the natural number of books I ended up reading this year.
And you've been reading more and more each month, especially since you've discovered audiobooks and immersion reading.
Audiobooks, ebooks, when I tell you the metamorphosis I've been through this year, where I used to be like pure, like physical book was the only way that I wanted to experience a book. And I have come a long way because I have a Kindle it's actually my husband's Kindle, which is really funny.
Yours now.
It's mine now. So we have a Kindle. No, what's really funny is that it was a gift to him for Christmas last year. And we have been paying for Kindle Unlimited this whole time. And I didn't find out until a few months ago. It was like, I kept asking him like, what's this Amazon payment every month? And he's like, oh, it's just Prime. And I'm like, I don't think it is though. It was KU. So I've been paying for books, so I'm catching up, okay? Anyway.
You're doing great.
I'm doing great.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you. Yes, so I've really been making the most of that KU membership, and it's
And you've been having the time of your life.
I've been having the time of my I had the time of my life,
and I owe it to KU.
Oh, I owe it all to KU. Oh, I get it. Oh, that was really good. Oh, yeah.
On that note, thank you so much for joining us, guys. We'll catch you in the next one. Let us know what you guys are reading in 2025. And if you don't feel chatty, leave us a panicked emoji for how scared she is how scared I am for her TBR.
Yeah, if you're feeling scared about my TBR for me, wish me luck. Just leave us a little emoji that said you're here. You see it. Yeah.
All right, thanks. We'll see you in the next one.
Bye.